Yo, 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 what's good, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Sass and Forward. As you see, it's just the two of us right now. We got the Spidey duo. We got Spidey from Earth. We got Spidey from Earth 3252. And then it's your boy Spidey from Earth 301. What's good with y'all? Maybe we don't know if the Gym Bros is going to come through later on this episode. Hopefully they can stop through so we can get talking about this football action that we just witnessed over this weekend. But shoot, before we get started, it's your boy Trey from PG. I'm with my boy C Note, man. Good
What
to
up,
have
what
you,
up?
my brother.
You know how
If
it
you
is.
if you're in here, I just want to give a plug out. If you haven't watched yet, please go out and watch His and Hers. Shows wild as hell, man. We also gotta talk about some of the movies that be or series that be dropping sometimes. Not always gotta be about sports, but yeah, go ahead and watch His and Hers and comment on this video to see how y'all mess with that joint. What's y'all reaction to the ending and everything, and just your overall because I had to
Definitely
tell
look up.
I had to tell Corey to watch that joint. He was like, "Hey yo, what's good, bro?" I was like, "Hey man,
Just,
I'm like I don't give spoilers, man. I just can't do it."
just hit us up about it because I was thrown.
Well, shoot, man. Speaking of Throne, man, let's talk about it. Let's start off with these NFL wildcard weekend, man. It was some exciting games. Maybe about 65, 70, 80% of the games were good. Some of them, I mean, if we're going to be honest, the last two games were kind of self-explanatory. I think last week we did pick the Texans to beat the Steelers, and we did pick the Patriots to beat the Chargers. So it really wasn't no surprise there. I guess it was just maybe how both teams, the offenses kind of looked, but it was really the defense that carried them throughout the games. But yeah, man, honestly, that's going to be the matchup coming up on in the divisional round. We got C.J. Stroud and the Texans versus Drake May and the Patriots. Young kids in New England. Patriots finally in the playoffs with a good record. Years removed from Tom Brady. You got Texans once again back in the playoffs since they drafted C.J. Stroud. From both games, which team did you think kind of look had the better showing in their wild card matchups?
It was Drake May. It was easily Drake May. I can't hate on it. I can't say anything about it. Like, I'm not gonna say CJ didn't have a good game, but CJ, he didn't turn it up until the end of the game. That's how I
Mm-hmm.
definitely say that much. Drake May, even though it was kind of locked in starting out, but it was just so much better of a situation, and he's had a much better season on top of that too. I
Yeah.
like what Josh McDaniels came back and implemented for him. He brought that same style of offense, and he brought that same system that he supplied for Tom Brady. So now we're getting the opportunity to see Drake May in that same system and that same offense, and see
Yeah.
what he's capable of with it. So like that's what I've enjoyed looking at him do this whole season.
Mm-hmm. Nah, I feel it, man. Yeah. I was thinking like, the Patriots, they was going to take a little leap this year, jump to the playoff. I didn't see them winning the whole division. I will admit that, but the way Drake May has played in the system, the way how he just improved, just by in his play, just you could tell that he put in the work this offseason and that him and Josh McDaniels have a good connection right now. But both teams, their defenses seems to be really good right now, especially the Texans. Texans, I think, because right at the end of the game this week 18 has the number one
Yeah. Yeah, their defense was just lights out playing against that Steelers offense. That
yeah,
O line could not hold them at all, and they was just swarming all over the field, like how we was talking
yeah.
about before we started recording. I'm pretty sure Aaron Rodgers said the N word a couple times the way they was beating up. Pretty sure.
He said it in one of his little cosmic ways because he be in the damn cage. Shit, he gotta get his spiritual journey. I know he went to the ancestors with that one. He said these months. But yeah, they beat up that man. It was like that SpongeBob episode. They was like, "How many times we gotta teach you this lesson, old man?" Like, it got rough for the boy. It was
I
kind of
know he was
crazy.
stressed out.
It was kind of crazy to see how like we say this when we talk about like NBA. It's like your heroes are these legends. At some point, they're gonna get sniped, man. They can't do it forever. And these young kids, they're hungry. They want to make pathways and legacy for themselves. So it was unfortunate that the Steelers just didn't have the offensive time to kind of match it with the defense. It did look one-sided. Even with the Pittsburgh Steelers defense, they forced 5 fumbles, recovered 2. They was helping. They tried their best to try to get the offense everything they could, but it just wasn't. It just wasn't meant to be. The offense just couldn't generate anything, no matter how close they were to the in the red zone to the end zone. So, yeah, man, it's tough. So it's gonna be. I think it's really gonna be interesting because I'm really trying to see which QB is gonna be able to figure the other team's defense out. CJ versus Patriots defense. We got Mike Vrabel over there. He's coaching that team up, man. They looking real good. And then of course we got D'Amico Ryan.
Yeah.
And then the Texas defense just looks like lights out. It looks like when they got CJ Stroud in the draft, when they traded another pick away to move up and get Will Anderson, it seems like that move has very paid off, and they're not missing that trade capital at all to get Will Anderson. So shout out to the GM being aggressive and making that move, because it's definitely shifted the way that defense looked after the last couple of years. It's hard
in that game to be very low scoring. I'm talking like maybe 14-10.
I think 17-14 might be. I think it's going to be a 17-14. I think 17-14. I don't think it's going to be high scoring either. I just don't know who to pick, because it's like it's so many agendas on the I could go. It's like the CJ Stroud story. He's finally going to make it to a conference championship game, and then you have like Drake May. It's like he's class of 2024, man. You know how I root for. I like all the young QBs, man, but I'm really attached to that 2024 class because of Jaden. So I just want to see like a lot of these. It's just good that to have this matchup between 2 young QBs in the game, because we need more matchups like this going forward, because a lot of the old guards are slowly going out, like Aaron Rodgers, Matthew Stafford are pretty much the 2 last QB standing from like them days of Ben Roethlisberger and Donovan McNabb, Matt Ryan, Tom Brady. It's like they the last of the few out there. So
yeah, I mean, and speaking of last of the few and like people getting sniped, we got one big shout out. We got to give to Coach T, man. Coach Tom, that he got to go out on his own accord, and he didn't have to worry about
I'm glad they did that.
Yeah.
I'm glad they did that. I don't know, because we don't know what discussions were going on behind closed doors, because this decision came immediately after the Pittsburgh Steelers got bounced out of the playoffs. But I'm glad this was the route they chose, because Mike Tomlin is too good of a coach for them to be like, we have to fire. He's been making the playoffs with. He actually has been outperforming what the roster they've been giving him over the years. They try to like patch up the QB situation, but eventually it just came to a point where it's like he can only do so much. And then yes, they win the division, or yes, they get into the playoffs, but look at the matchups he has to go up against. It's like, yeah, you got a good defense, but the defense can only do so much. If they stay on the field, they eventually going to get carved up like they did against the Texans the other night, and then years before when he was making the playoffs. So I'm glad they decided, hey, man, if you want to come back, we'll allow you to do that. But if you feel like we just both need to mutually part ways for the time being, you go your way, we go. We going to give you the opportunity to step down. We retain your rights in case you want to go somewhere else. We worked something out with that organization. But I think it's a good scene to see a Black coach at that, to be able to say I'm stepping down, because he did a great job with our organization. Pittsburgh Steelers never had a record below 500, always making them relevant no matter what system, what offensive coordinator, what quarterback, what was going on in the AFC North. He always kept that consistent excellence out of that organization. So shout out to him to wherever he does next, as long as he don't go to any of the ops. Shout out to wherever he does next, man.
I foresee him chilling. Because I think he even said it as well. He's gonna sit out 26 and just chill, and which he deserves that, man. He's been coaching for a long time, so he deserves that option. He can sit down for a bit. I think I can't remember who in the chat said it, but I think that he's gonna end up going to like a CBS. I can see him going to CBS and being in someone's studio. Shit, if Netflix and Prime actually get deeper into the NFL deal, he probably get up in one of those chairs. So I mean, I'm not mad at it at all. If he does decide to come back, I don't. Who would I want to see him coach for? Or what
Well,
teams are taking. Yeah,
here's a tape because actually I catch myself watching. I I want to say it's the Gridiron joint. It was somewhere, but it was like, because we look at the coaching jobs this year, it's nothing really appealing for somebody from like Ahmad Tomlin, but you go do your TV career and then you wait around to see it's an opportunity that opens up for you for a place you want to go. Let's say like at some point Andy Reid wants to retire. That
yeah,
Kansas City job looks really good because of Patrick Mahomes when he comes back from his injury. I even said this in the office, and I know it's a hot take, and I just feel like, if Dan Quinn feels himself on the hot seat and, the Commanders, they look better than what they did last year. And Jada Daniels shows that, he's not injury prone or anything like that, which I don't think he is. I think it was just a rough season overall because everybody got hurt. But he shows promise, and, you feel like Dan Quinn's not the guy you want to move to Mike Tomlin. That's an opportunity. Or any other team that they have, like, most of the roster is established, especially the QB position and they just need a different coach. I'd really see myself him getting
I
an
I know
opportunity to do
who
that.
it is. I know where he's
Who?
gonna go.
Where you gonna go?
You gonna hate it when I say it, but I can foresee this happening just because of everything that has transpired this year. The Eagles.
Mm. I don't know. He wants to coach Jalen Hurts though.
I mean, if he gets the right OC there, it's not even really like he coaching them. He's coaching up the defense. But I honestly can see them getting rid of Nick Sirianni. I can see
Yeah, I
that
think
next year. His
I could.
leash thing got a little short.
Yeah, if the Eagles start on that downward trajectory, like they're not making the playoffs or they making playoffs, but they one and done, I can definitely see him. Or they have a rough season, I could definitely try to see
Yeah.
that transition because shout out to him. He got more out of that coaching job probably than people was going to give him credit for. He does have two Super Bowl appearances and he has one Super Bowl championship. But if you always find yourself in the media for negative things, you're always getting it with your players. Your bodyguard had to be removed from
Yeah. No, I completely understand.
at some point. Enough is enough, and they're going to want to move into a different direction. So I can understand because I feel like the NFC East, it's gonna be some firepower between coaching because as people, the John Harbaugh rumors to New York Giants are picking up. And I can honestly see that you have Jackson Dart. You kind of have already the makeup of the team you want, how you coach. They're gonna be physical. You got a defensive line, you got a quarterback that's mobile. You just gotta worry about him being injured because of concussions and stuff like that. So
And that's the reason why I think that they should go with Mike McDaniel for the offensive standpoint. They got all of the right pieces for an offensive
um,
firepower team. Like they can do power run. They got Jackson Dart who can actually play the quarterback position in the ways that you
yeah,
would want to play. Miami just obviously Neighbors is going to be coming back probably not this upcoming season, but next year. If they can add another wide receiver and a tight end, they would be looking impressive under a Mike McDaniel offense because obviously once again
fuck
he's
them,
coming from that Shanahan coaching tree on top of that too. So it's
and that's
like,
cool. And that's cool and
yeah,
all, but it's still gonna be fuck them. Fuck the
I
Giants.
respect it. I respect it. You know, I'm gonna respect the agenda, but I'm just saying.
Fuck the Eagles too. I told y'all niggas about. I was like, why Shanahan out scheme these niggas and win this game? I told y'all niggas. I told y'all. I told you.
With an injured ass roster, he came through.
All right now. I was like, I understand you saying on paper the Eagles do look like the better team, but that offense inconsistent. And for Shanahan's going, especially in that hard card, he's going to out scheme. He gonna out scheme your team, man. Got Brock Purdy looking like Steve Young out there right now, man. I'm
No,
like, all right,
hey, I know I've been preaching to the choir with this literally all year, but Cameron Jarrell Noon was right. Not even about Jalen Hurts. Not even gonna go there. I'm talking about when he said Brock Purdy is a product of that scheme and that offense. We got
mm-hmm.
to see a good 5-7 games of Mac Jones. I pulled
Yeah.
up some stats.
Ah, shit.
If you did a blind, like not a blind tasting, but like if you did a blind look at those
Yeah.
stats, you can tell who was who. Both of them did a little over 2,100 yards. Both of them only had like 7 interceptions. I think the only
Mm-hmm.
difference was touchdowns. and
Yeah.
Brock Purdy had like 3 or 4 more.
Mm-hmm. The one thing I will give Brock Purdy was because one of the criticisms we had about him was he needed a fully loaded roster to be successful. And I will give him credit this year that they have pieces they on the defensive side are out for the season. We just saw George Kittle went down and the whole Brandon Ayuk thing. So a lot of like people we thought was like, well, damn, the 49ers, that's not going to be good. But I got to give respect to Shanahan. I got to give respect to Christian McCaffrey. And, I do give respect to Luke Brock Purdy. I'd give him some credit too because to not only be up for trying to get the number 1 seed, but you went on the road, beat the defending champs and everything. I got to give it kudos because the tight end behind Kittle, he out here balling for real, for real. So, they might be their tight end for the future. I don't know where they drafted this kid from. I got to do my research on him, but I got to give the 49ers some credit. They really did their thing, and to get that upset against the Philadelphia Eagles, even Vegas. Okay.
I got them being the Seahawks.
I've been back and forth. Like all these games this weekend are intriguing because they can go either way. It can go either way for real, son. I'm like,
honestly, that's the one thing that I love. That's the one thing that I loved about this season with the NFL is we couldn't predict nothing.
Right.
We still don't know who's gonna play in the Super Bowl and nothing. Like normally, years in the past, we always knew. All right, cool. It's gonna be the Chiefs gonna be here. Oh, it's gonna be the Eagles. Oh, it's gonna be the 49ers, the Patriots, whomever it is. Blah 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 blah. This year is the first time in a long time you can't predict who's gonna be where.
It could, and it's because of matchups, because we could get into it. And this is gonna sound crazy, but I'm looking at both teams. Are the 49ers battered? Yes. So should that give Seattle the advantage? But if that game is close, who do I put my trust in? Purdy or Darnold? Damn it. I hate to admit this shit. If it has to come to a QB for the final drive of a game, damn, this is ugly.
This is about to be the nastiest take.
I might have to go with Purdy and the 49ers, man. I ain't gonna hold you, son. They might get the dub for real, man.
Because honestly, the only thing that the 49ers got to do is actually make it a run game. That's literally it. Make it a run game. Purdy can do a couple check downs. He get it to the tight end here and there. Like he doesn't have to go OD crazy. But if you're the Seahawks, you have to defend those things. You have to defend Christian McCaffrey. You got to.
I see 910 Finance has joined us with his presser. What's going on, my boy? What's good, BT?
2-6.
You already know, man. Got that good news today. You know what I'm saying?
You ready?
My man PT said, fuck what's going on in this chat, man. You saw a cold drop? He said, y'all phone. He said your phone might have fallen off, but J. Cole did it.
Facts,
y'all
man.
hear the bars.
What's good with you, man?
I'm chilling, bro. Y'all good?
Yeah, man. We're just in the middle talking about these wild card games going into the divisional round, man. We finally got to the 49ers Seattle matchup, and it's just like exactly. It's like we thinking about. It was like I said if it came down to it, which QB do I trust more? I was like, shit, man. I might have to go with Purdy, bro.
No,
I might have to go with Purdy. It's like, does Seattle have the better team right now? Yes, they got the bye week. They're healthier. They don't got too many injuries.
Mm-hmm.
They got them two DBs that's out there flying and locking up. Leonard Williams on the line and everything.
Yeah.
Balanced offense, but Sam Darnold tends to have, when it comes to these big games, he tends to get shaky.
You do.
There you go.
Yeah, the Gym Bros are here. Both of them, yeah. What's good, T?
What's up, man? I didn't make it to the gym because Verizon had me fucked up today.
Oh, shit.
No offense, Corey.
No, just like how I was telling them, like when I got the news about Cole, I just sent my team home. I was like, look, y'all clock out. Y'all can finish up y'all shifts another time. I don't give a fuck about that. It is.
None of that stuff. None of that matter, bro. None of that matter, man.
I just had to. We had to go to straight paper today, so you know how that goes.
Oh
Mm,
shit.
mm, mm,
Yeah.
mm, mm, mm.
And
Sorry
then
to hear
got
that, brother.
yeah, but it's all good.
But
It's
yeah,
all
just to catch you up to speed, T, we talking about the wild card weekend, man. We just got to the 49ers Seattle matchup, man. I guess if what's your take on it? Because I'm throughout the poll. I was like, if it has to come down to it, man, I'm going with Brock Purdy over Sam Donald, man. I just
yeah,
he's liable
because
to fuck up.
when they met in week 18, Seattle didn't score high points at all.
Mm.
It was their defense that really held them in check. So I mean, the 49ers can find a way to manufacture some offense. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
their defense didn't give up that many points versus the Seahawks, and then they um. So really, it's gonna come down to Kyle Shanahan, Brock Purdy versus Sam Darnold, and if you ask me to out of those two, who I'm taking Shanahan and Purdy over Darnold and Mike McDonald. Now you look at the rest of the roster. Obviously, you're gonna take Seattle's roster, but a
Hmm.
lot of these times it comes down to quarterback play and coaching. And every
Yeah.
time the 49ers have been to the playoffs with Kyle Shanahan, they find a way to get to the NFC Championship game.
Yep. They are
As
hard
much
out.
Yeah, as much shit we give Kyle Shanahan for his performances in Super Bowl, he does take teams that are sometimes undermanned and gets them to at least a championship game.
Mm-hmm.
So I know the 49ers are having a short week playing Sunday to Saturday, which is kind of messed up with how the NFL did
Yeah.
that, but they overcame a lot this season. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they overcame one more hurdle and beat the Seahawks. It wouldn't shock me at all, especially
Yeah.
division opponent. When you play a team a third time, it's pretty much just who executes better on that
Yep.
given
Hmm.
Sunday.
Yeah. No, I feel it. Now me and Corey, we was just talking about. I said all these matches this weekend are going to be very intriguing. It's definitely going to be like who guts it out, who um got the better matchup, who can get the mismatches going on. Because we was talking about the Texans and the Patriots game. Corey, I think with my decision, and it's crazy. I think I'm gonna go with C.J. Stroud, man. I think I'm gonna go with C.J. with that game, man.
He
I
could have
just
been any
do.
worse.
I like the way the defense is playing right now. I feel like the Texas defense is better than the Patriots right now, and I feel like that might give them an edge. I feel like CJ is going to play better this upcoming weekend. So, but I think it's still going to be like low scoring, like we said, it's like 17-14. Because both
Yeah.
teams have very good defense, but I think CJ might. I'm gonna give the edge to CJ.
Yeah,
Whoever gets the
I
first
actually like
turnover.
Houston. I actually like Houston in this game just because one, Stroud's not going to play as bad as he did versus Pittsburgh, and even as bad as he played, they were moving the ball.
Mm-hmm.
He just sloppy with the pots.
Yep.
Right, that flea flicker was a stupid play call. The other fumble, he's got to eat the sack, and the interception was pretty bad. But he also made some really good throws in that game as well, and they were able to move the ball. And that was the first time the Texans won a road playoff game, and I think that's the first time that they've
Mhm.
won a road game with like
Yeah.
under 30 degrees or something like that. So they're not gonna they'll
Okay.
be ready for to go to New England. And plus, New England, like I said, they're a good team, but I just think they're a year ahead of schedule. I think the Texans defense is going to lock them down unless Drake May makes a few plays with his legs or they have some like good play calls. We know Josh McDaniels will have at least one or two play calls out, will be drawn up nicely, but the Texans defense can stop any big plays. I think their defense will carry them out, and then Stroud will make enough plays, and also having Christian Kirk and Higgins and a couple other guys make plays outside of Nico Collins was a confidence booster for that offense. But they got to protect Stroud. But
Yeah.
New England doesn't really rush the passer that great either, so. Really, this
More
if
of a
there's a
coverage.
time for that offense to really click, this might be the game to do it because like I said New England's not a great pass rushing team. So I think this matchup is actually favorable for Houston, and I think Houston's going to beat New England on Sunday.
All right. BT, anything to add before we move to the next matchup?
Nah, I think Houston gonna win too. I just think their defense is real good, man. They can confuse Drake, man. They got them corners out there locking up. Shout out Sting, LSU. I know how I get down. My dude Hunter on the line. He can get a couple of sacks. And he don't get talked about a lot, man. Daniil Hunter, bro, he one of the best edges
No,
out here. And he don't get talked about a
no,
lot.
no. I give you that because honestly, he was one of the best additions in this offseason for a team. If we want to talk about it, adding him to that unit has really helped not just the defense up, but helped Will Anderson Jr.'s game as well. And both of them just been a monster tandem when it comes to getting pressure and sacking the QB. So definitely, I give you credit for that. Daniil Hunter was definitely a good addition for the Texans.
Facts. But yeah, I got Houston winning.
All right, cool. All right, stay in the AFC, and you want to talk about better teams, man. We got after beating the Jacksonville Jaguars, we got the Buffalo Bills going to Denver to play Bo Nix and the Broncos. Josh Allen, he did his thing. Like, we kind of expected him to do it. If there was a game where you feel like Josh Allen can get away with some stuff and, be the guy that guts a win out with all the injury, like, how many times did somebody get caught off the field that game? Like 2-3 times for the Bills? Like, it was getting crazy out there.
Josh
And then
Allen, let me talk to you real quick.
oh, shit. Hey, go.
On the day that the
Go
Lord
ahead.
gave us, this is the day as we're recording. This is January 14th, 2026. 8 years ago, I had a lot of trolling in my heart. I need you to continue that tradition for me. I need you to march into the Mile High City.
Talk.
I need you to make that coach feel like the bitch that he is.
Talk, boy. Talk that talk.
No disrespect to Bo Nix, but fuck him.
Nah, fuck that nigga too. Fuck out of here.
No disrespect to Patrick Surtain the second, but fuck that nigga too. I need you to go in there, embarrass that bitch of a coach. Fuck him, fuck his family, fuck his name, fuck his heritage. Pack him the fuck up.
Please.
That's all I got to say.
I stand by that. I stand by that. Fuck this logic talk, bro. This is dinner time. Please, my boy. This is your time. Go beat these niggas' asses, bro. That's it.
No
I'm going with the
questions.
Bills. No questions asked, bro.
I ain't gonna hold you. I'm gonna be on bullshit today, y'all. I think Denver gonna win this game.
Yeah,
I think Denver gonna win. I think Denver gonna win it. Y'all can hate me. I don't care, man. I'm a man, son. I'm gonna speak my truth, bro. Look, I understand y'all don't like that coach. I understand y'all don't like that team at all. I get it. That's the history. I completely understand. Y'all could be on agenda time. I'm gonna bring some logic into it. The Bills are really coming into this game with 3 wide receivers, and that's it. And one of them was somebody that was getting benched the last few games of the season. So, Josh Allen.
I need him to stop liking cookies and like football. That's what I need.
Can Josh Allen? Can he? I just. It's a lot to ask. Have we seen him do it before? Yes, but Denver is another team with a good defense, and this Buffalo Bills team is coming in hobbled, and I just feel like the Broncos this year it's just a better team than the Buffalo Bills. If this was like last year's Buffalo Bills, I'd probably give them the edge, but this year's Bill team, I just don't know, man. I think you asking a lot for a QB, and this is the type of game where Josh Allen can actually seriously get hurt because they're going to be asking so much of him. Because in order for them to win this game, he has to use his legs. He has to be heavily involved in the run game, him and James Cook, because the wide receiver core is just decimated right now. So, but right now, I just think the way Bo Nix and the Denver Broncos to be able to close games in the fourth quarter, they have a good defense. I think I'm gonna give them the edge, and they're gonna make it to the AFC Conference Championship game. That's how I feel. Y'all can hate it. Y'all don't gotta respect it. That's my pick.
Nah, that's logic. They're a better team. They should win. On paper, they should win. But like I said, like Rory said, Fuck them niggas, man. Hey,
I mean,
they number one seed.
no, from a
They
logic
number one
standpoint,
seed, right?
from a logic standpoint, the only reason why I say this is because like I've been watching them a little bit too, and I've seen that bitch ass coach. He been dialing up some bullshit. He been on bullshit a lot. Which he been on bullshit his entire career. Honestly, let's keep it tall. While he was down in that dirty ass city of New Orleans, whenever he was dialing up stuff, it was bullshit. And a lot of times Drew Brees had to say
I'm about to say, nah, Drew Brees saved him plenty of times, bro. Plenty of times Drew Brees saved him.
Let's be real. Bo Nix ain't Drew Brees, but fuck Drew Brees, by the way. Bo Nix not Drew Brees. He not gonna be able to go out here and save him when he start dialing up bullshit. He's dialed up bullshit a lot. Yes, that defense has saved them, but a lot of times with that deep and bring stats back into this. I looked at strength of schedule. Whenever we look at strength of schedule, the Broncos had the lowest strength of schedule for this season. They've been on bullshit and they've been getting saved a lot because they really haven't played teams that should have beat them in a sense. So you playing a team that, okay, they're down a few players. You're playing a team that shouldn't be where they are in a sense, but you got a former MVP at quarterback. You got a quarterback that actually can take a game and turn a game into something. We see him do this shit a lot.
I mean, but so a rebuttal to that, the Denver schedule looks bad now because we at the end of the season, right?
Yeah.
But the narratives were different when they beat the Philadelphia Eagles on the road, because that's when Philadelphia finally got exposed for the first time. So they started that trend of Philadelphia looking like they was in the defending champ. They also got Patty out of there when the Chiefs actually had a healthy roster. They got them boys out of there, so we got respect for what they did against the Chiefs too. So I understand what you're saying. Like, yeah, they beat up on the NFC East, they beat up on lower tier teams, but that's not that they have to play who's on their schedule. Am I right?
Yeah, I'm not down with it at all.
So I understand what you're saying, but I get what you're saying. If we go in Denver, we gotta put some narrative behind that as well. Like when they beat some of these teams, they didn't expect Denver to win these games, and then they show why like these teams are either out the playoffs or don't even make the playoffs at all.
Yeah, I'm just saying, it's a chance. It's more of a chance.
Let me ask a question real quick, bro. And this is not coming from no hate. This is a real question, right? Other than the bounty gate, what has really Sean Payton ever did, bro? Like, what is he known for besides bounty gate? This is a real question. No hate. Just a real question. What is he known for besides bounty gate?
He coached that Little League team to a championship, right?
He coached who?
Then they make a movie of it when he coached that Little League team to a championship
During his suspension.
Oh, that's what he did. Oh, okay, cool. I never knew that. I don't fuck with the buddy.
My eyeballs do not watch that bullshit. Fuck him and everything he stand for. Fuck his religion. Fuck his God. Fuck his mom. His dad.
What if his God's the same? What if his God's your God?
It's not. It's not. My God will never forsake me that way.
Oh my gosh, Corey.
I'm gonna say it, bro. I would root for Buffalo, and Josh Allen was disgusting, but you know what?
It's very disgusting, bro.
On one weekend, bro, it's Bills Mafia, bro. Matter of fact, who got the table?
Hold on. I'm gonna say you gotta get a table. You gotta get the table, T. You gotta go. You gotta get the table.
We're gonna take a table to the bank and we're gonna break that shit out of respect.
You gotta first you gotta find people and play beer pong on the table. First you gotta do that. You gotta christen the table, and then you gotta jump through that hole. That's what you gotta do, T.
I don't know how to do that shit.
I know you know some F-150 fans out there that probably do that shit. It shouldn't be too hard, dog.
Win that game, I'm gonna make a donation to Josh Allen's charity. I remember I was looking to do that for Case Keenum 8 years ago.
No. I do you better. I do you better, Corey. If Josh Allen wins this game, y'all three gotta donate something to like their the baby registry, because you know he about to have a kid.
Oh yeah. Shout out.
If they win this game, y'all gotta give us something for the baby registry.
I'll pay $5 in it for him. I got him.
I put 5 in it for him. Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah,
Win this
I
game,
win.
baby.
I'll put 5 on that joint for you. Don't you
Yep.
worry about it. We like
Got
hating.
you.
We like hating.
Oh shit! Oh yeah, I definitely can't wait. That's gonna be the chat game. That's just gonna be the chat game. There's a lot of agendas going on for that
Hold
shit,
on, see
bro.
if I can find it. I'm about to look. I'm about to see
But
if I can
nah,
find it.
I know they got one. Buy that little baby like a buffalo jersey or something, bro. From Sabin for a podcast. Bless you. Stacks hit it first though. I ain't shit. I'm sorry, y'all. I ain't shit. I'm
I
sorry.
know who did. I know who did. All right. Next game.
Because we will take it there. So yeah, the last game we got Chicago Bears versus the LA Rams. Hey, look, man. First, I want to say y'all fought a good, hard fought, man. Despite certain people on your sideline that don't know what the fuck they doing. You know, I want to say we say y'all was gonna beat the spread though. Damn, y'all should. Oh shit.
We should have won that damn game, bro. Oh my goodness. Here we go.
Oh, somebody
Done me wrong. Hey, that joint gonna get triple platinum just off this podcast. I ain't gonna hold you. So.
Black bitch, man. I fucking hate him. The seal looking motherfucker. Hey, shout out to the Raiders. Interview him, hire him, Raiders. No. Atlanta. Y'all know y'all like a black ball coach that like white women. Y'all know y'all love that shit.
Chill out,
Y'all love that
Mo.
Shit. Get him in there.
Can we talk like the positives from the game, man? I mean,
all right,
the positive. All right, I got you. I go first with the positives. Shout out Coke Boy, dog. That dude, Jalen Coke, bro. But that nigga to be undrafted, bro. That nigga's a problem, son. He had them DBs looking like straight in hell. Him and T-Mac both, bro. Them DBs couldn't do nothing against our rookies, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Well, one rookie and one second-year player.
Snacks. That's what they were. They were snacks.
Snacks. The whole game, bro. I mean, they were dicing them niggas. Like I said, they was taking turns. Pause that. But they was messing them niggas up, dog. That's a positive. That nigga Mike Jackson out there locking niggas up. Did he even allow a catch?
No.
I don't think he allowed to catch the whole game.
No. He had Devontae looking like a damn scrub.
Had that nigga on lock, son.
I was looking at some of Mike Jackson's highlights, and I was like, "Damn, Devontae couldn't do nothing against him."
Nah, man, he fucked up my parlay, man. I was like, "Fuck, man."
Same thing with Puka. Puka only could catch when they were switching back to zone. That's the only time he catching.
And that's what I like. I fuck with Puka, man. I think he's nice, but they got to scheme him up, bro. I mean, he had JC beat that one time though. I ain't gonna front.
He did, yeah. Bro. I was like, wow, I was like, damn, y'all. That's when I thought y'all was gonna win. To be honest, I was like, Puka didn't snap that. I was like, oh, that's your blessing. That's your blessing.
It was 2 times. It was 2 times I just knew like, oh, we about to win this game. It was that, and it was the block punt.
The block what?
Oh yeah,
nigga. I was so fucking hyped, son.
That's why I was talking shit there. I don't know if y'all remember, but I was in the chat talking shit.
Yeah.
That's when I posted the Donald Trump throwing the paper towel shit. All game.
Yep. Yeah, I was tight, bro. But then when we scored, I'm like, we left too much fucking time, son. I can never get too happy because I'm like, yo, it's 2 minutes left. I'm like, damn. And then the stack on the other side. But hey, shout out to the fellas, bro. They really, really did their thing. They thought shit was gonna be easy. Nah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nope.
But you was actually at the game at the stadium, man. From what you was posting, man, that joint looked like it was lit as fuck up in there, man. what was that experience like? Cam came back. He was hitting the drum. You had most of the. It looked like a lot of people from that 2015 team was out there. Like, what was the energy? What was the vibes out there? Because it was a very exciting playoff game in Charlotte last weekend.
Probably that was by far the best crowd at Panthers game since probably the NFC Championship game back in 2016, so like a whole decade. So the city definitely came out. There's a lot of hype about the game, a lot of tailgates. The weather was actually good. It's supposed to rain
Mm.
Saturday, which honestly might have helped us if it did rain, but the weather was good. It was warm. It was sunny. The city was out. The energy in that stadium was good, especially when they brought Steve Smith and Cam Newton, and they brought Jake Delhomme, Musa Muhammad, Thomas Davis, and
Wesley
Jake
Clark.
Delhomme out in between the third and fourth quarter. So I mean, and people, it was right there, but unfortunately, we left too much time. And like BT says, everything just kind of seemed like it was meant for us to win. You know what I'm saying? Puka dropped a short touchdown. We stopped him on fourth down. We were down 17-7, which flipped the momentum of the game. The block punts. It seemed like everything was going well, but we just left enough time. And that is a good football team. And they do have one of the best rosters in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
Very complete team outside of their DBs, but their D line, you couldn't see on TV, but their D line imposed their will that final possession. The
Hmm.
first three passes Bryce Young threw on our last drive, he was getting that. The pocket was collapsing hard every single time. Verse, Fisk, them boys can really get after it, and I think looking ahead, they're gonna have to rush with can you rush with lane discipline? I forgot what game we're talking about, but they're gonna have to really do a good job of collapsing the pocket, but also staying disciplined in their pass rushes. Because Bryce Young was able to get out for the touchdown one time. And
They playing the Caleb Williams and the Bears. So
when Cam was at his best, he's outside the pocket making plays.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
yeah, you was kind of breaking
Okay.
in and
Yeah.
out of that
So
drop, but we
um,
was understanding what you was saying though.
yeah, pretty much they're gonna have to rush with lane discipline, and I think they're gonna beat Chicago. I know it's cold. I know it's a West Coast LA team playing in cold weather, but again, quarterback coaching experience. If you want, it comes down to it. I'm taking McVay and Stafford over Caleb Williams and Ben Johnson at this point.
What's the weather like?
It's gonna be
Going to
cold in
weather.
Chicago. It's gonna be cold in Chicago.
Is it gonna snow or anything?
Nah, it's gonna
No,
be
nah,
cold. It's like 20
just
Yeah.
cold.
degrees at kickoff.
Oh yeah. All right. Cool. 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 Yeah. Nah. I'm definitely going with the Rams. Honestly, I'm just gonna say it. The Rams are my Super Bowl pick.
They should, especially if they get the 49ers at home, because if
Yeah.
the 49ers beat the Seahawks, they'll have a home game in the NFC Championship game because of the higher seed.
Mm.
But honestly, I could see the Rams going to Seattle and beating them too. They should have beat them the first time.
Yeah,
Yep.
they gave that up. But my concern with the Rams is I don't like this matchup, their DB matchups versus this Bears offense. I don't. And I just feel like this year's Bears team kind of gives me glimpses of like my team from last year with Washington. Like everybody just thought we was going to lose to Detroit because they had a better team, better offense, everything. But we found the cracks in their defense and we exploited them. And like last year, we was getting turnovers. Like this Bears team is getting turnovers at a high clip this year. So I don't know, man. I just feel like it's just one of those things where it's just if you have that team has momentum, they've been kind of battle tested during the regular season. They won some close games. I really feel like Chicago could get the upset and win this game and go to the NFC Conference Championship game. I really think I think I can see it. I think Caleb Williams, he just has to limit his mistakes and not always try to make that home run play. That's where he gets in trouble. He always try to make that home run play like he's back at USC or Oklahoma. But if he just follows the script, play the downs, no, not try to always extend the play, just throw it out of bounds, do stuff like that. I actually do give the Bears a shot. We've seen upset teams before, so ain't nothing different this time, in my opinion.
It's possible. And which everybody know how critical I've been the past couple years of the Bears, and they finally did the one thing that I asked for them to do is actually go out and get a competent O-line to protect their quarterbacks. They finally went out and did that, but I don't know if that O-line is going to be strong enough to actually get past that front four and that pass rush of the Rams. They're going to definitely be rushing Caleb out of the pocket, so Caleb is going to have to do a lot of creating. We know that Caleb can create, but it just turns into, is Caleb gonna do what you just said, go for that home run play a lot? Because we know that whenever he does get out the pocket, that's when he tries to go for the home run play. So is he gonna be disciplined enough to dial it back and either go to his check down or find something that's an underneath route, or is he just gonna go for his out route or his deep route, which is gonna more than likely be DJ Moore?
Mm-hmm. Nah, I get it. Nah, Rams look like they just the best team in the playoffs still right now. I think their only question mark is the DB position, because in the beginning of the year they were playing good, but ever since, I forgot which game it was. It wasn't Seattle. Yeah, y'all. Ever since y'all, cause I remember they was like Emmanuel Forrest Jr. was like, he left Washington. Look what they did. Like he looks. I was like, just wait, just wait. And Larry, like during the game, they was outside. Look, outside. They was talking about Emmanuel Forrest Jr. And once I put that in the chat, what happened? Coke Boy got him for a big game. I was like, see, there you go, there you go.
Yeah. I remember I was at the game and I'm just sitting here. I was like, oh, because he was on T-Mac. I said, four got cookies on him. Four got cookies on him. And every time I said that, he was eating. He was eating him up.
And then who was the other dude that was getting abused? 14, Durant, whatever. I was like, that toast. Like it was weird. If the offensive line can give Caleb enough time, I really think he can dice up that secondary. But like I said, all four matches are going to be interesting. I think they're all going to be. I think unlike last week, I think they're all going to be close, and some of these games might come down to like the very like last couple of drives. So I think it's going to be another great weekend of football. And then, of course, once we get through all that NFL action, we got the national championship game on Martin Luther King on Monday. Number 1, Indiana versus my number 10, Miami Hurricanes.
Hey, Drake Street said y'all weren't supposed to be there.
A lot of people say we wasn't supposed to be there.
There was a whole team that said that y'all weren't supposed to be there. Whole school.
It was a lot of schools that said we wasn't supposed to be there, Corey.
I'm just saying.
And they had to sit on their couches and watch us make it to the championship game. How about that?
They got to pass the chips and pass the dip, huh?
Pass them emotions too.
They can't pass the rock. They got to pass the chips. That's crazy work.
Couldn't be me, man. Couldn't be me. But yeah, I'm excited for this game. I'm ready for this shit to be over with, man. This wait is long as hell, bro. I ain't even gonna hold you.
That was stupid. These Bears do a whole bunch of dumb shit, man. But
that's why I didn't like the whole 12 game format. I'm used to it being y'all play this particular day, and then you waiting. Like we should have already had the national champion. Yep. That's what I'm used to.
I think 14 was perfect. I mean, also there's flaws. People are gonna be left out, but 12, and now they're talking about going to 16 and possibly 24. Like, what are we doing, man? We're just keep watering down the regular season. Yep. Like college football used to have the best regular season. Why? Because every game mattered. Every game mattered. If you didn't go undefeated, you were not playing for the BCS title game.
It was it was real intense in the air. It was like you could not relax. You could not relax.
If you lost one game, you were shaking in your boots. You was hoping that everybody else lost.
Yeah.
And like the BCS had its flaws, but after they made some tweaks, for the most part, they got it right every single year. After they made some tweaks and stuff. There's some controversy a couple times, but I mean,
man, the only one I hate is that 2011 shit where Bama moving back to the championship against LSU. I was pissed.
2011, 03, because you had Oklahoma, USC, and LSU. Yeah. Honestly, LSU and USC were the best. They should have met in the championship.
Yeah.
Oklahoma didn't. should have been the championship game that year, in my opinion. And then even as an FSU fan, I admit in 2000, Miami beat us head to head, so I don't know how we jumped them that year. But outside of that, BCS got it right for the most part.
Yeah.
So 16 teams is just ridiculous.
It's because at this point, what's the point of having like an AP poll and all the other shit? Like
Exactly.
it, and
If
then
you do that many teams, you just allowing teams that have 4 losses. People gonna be really not even doing cupcake schedules. It's really just gonna be teams that, all right, cool. We can rest the guy here. We can rest the starters.
But I'm also concerned that these conference championship games are not going to matter anymore, and and I have an issue with that because for so many years it like made or break certain teams if they was going into the playoffs or they was going to get or go to the national championship game. Now it's just like y'all water it down where it's like teams are sometimes even trying to avoid going to the conference championship game just so they can sit out that weekend and not hurt their standings in the playoffs. So.
Not only that, it just waters down the bowl games. I
Yep.
remember I used to look forward to bowl season, even like the mid tier bowls or whatever. But now it's just like, all right, we're just ready for the playoff, like, and then like I'm sure like the presidents of these bowls aren't happy because somebody. You gotta think about it. Look for Miami, for example. Miami fans that travel to A&M, the ones that did try to A&M, right? Then they had to travel to Dallas, Texas to play Ohio State. Then you got to travel to Arizona in the Fiesta Bowl. Like, that's a lot of money to kick out. So you're screwing the fans over as well. So, but we know what's going on. What's going on is the Big Ten, the SEC, they just want to get more teams in so they can get more payouts. It's all about the bread, man.
Yeah.
It's all about the bread.
It's fun because we pocketing all our shit. We ain't sharing with nobody.
Because you know why? Because the ACC know they was on bullshit. That's a bullshit tiebreaker.
And we already discussed this, so I don't want to waste more time on it. But my boys in this national championship game, I understand. Indiana's look like juggernauts. They got the Heisman winner. But honestly, I don't give a fuck, bro. Y'all some fools. If y'all think I'm gonna come up here on my podcast and tell y'all why my team's gonna lose, fuck that shit. You gonna have to beat me. You gonna have to beat us. Fuck all that.
Take that shit, right? They gotta take that shit.
Y'all gotta come to our place, man. Fuck all that shit, dog. Like, show me if there's any other team is for real. I mean, they for real, but show me if they're really that good. Like, y'all already want to compare them to 2019 LSU, to 01 Miami and shit like that. I'm like, bro, they're not even better than either the Tebow teams. And it's fuck those Tebow teams. They're not better than the USC Reggie Bush team. Like, what fuck out of here? Like, okay, y'all got grown men. Y'all got niggas that should be getting their CDLs instead of a BCS, a college football championship. Cool. Kudos to y'all. Y'all have to play 3 extra years and not get a master's so y'all could get better in your draft stock. Kudos for y'all, but no, but I'm respecting their opponent. It's like I don't have anything against Indiana football team. It's not like I'm just come out of nowhere and be like, "Fuck, it is what it is." I just think a lot of people are sleeping on us. If you want to be for real, if it comes down to it, I really feel like you probably got the 2 best teams in the country playing this national championship game anyway. I feel like Miami had a good out-of-conference schedule that they dominated in. I know they had some hiccups in the regular season, but I haven't seen a team score over 30 points on them. The defense is legit. They play physical. They play fast. They play hungry. They play together. And the offense can sustain long drives and get touchdowns and steal field goals and not have a lot of mistakes on the offensive line doing false starts and stuff like that. I really give us a legit shot to win this game. And that's just how I fucking feel about that.
Honestly, y'all defense is the reason why I feel like y'all do have a strong chance because I do think that you guys can hold them to about 24 points. So the only thing Beck got to do is actually go out there and score. He has to sustain long drives, like how you just said. He actually has to move the ball downfield. If he can do that, y'all have a chance. But it comes down to y'all defense. Y'all defense is what's gonna win win that title for y'all.
I'm just gonna say I'm in a bad position because The thought of Miami winning the championship, I ain't gonna lie. The hater of me is sick, but you know what? Agenda sometimes are greater than hate, so hear me out. I need Miami to win this championship. You know why? Because guess who's gonna be on the hottest seat in the country if Miami wins this championship?
ACC
Oh
commissioner.
man,
Mike Norvell.
might
I want
well.
his ass
Oh
gone.
shit. That's sick, Mo.
I want his ass up out of there. Because let's be honest, just a couple of years, it was just a couple of years ago, we were the top team in the state of Florida. Now, the fact that Mario lapped us that bad in 2 years is crazy. The fact that we fell off that bad and Mario's lapped us, I gotta give credit where credit is due. As much as I don't want to see Miami win a championship, I gotta be honest. They've done what they needed to do. They invested in the program. They made the right hits in the portal. They recruited very well. With that being said, if you want to really turn up the heat on Mike Norvell, FSU fans, Miami winning the national championship is going to put fuel to the fire, man. And, it is what it is, bro. Like, if it happens, I can accept it. I knew Miami wouldn't be down forever. The program's just too damn good, with me being honest, to be down for as long as they've been down. So yeah, if Miami wins on Monday night, the coach on the hottest seat in the country will be Mike Norvell. Because you think that FSU fans will sit back and see Miami raise a banner and sit quietly? You don't know this fan base.
I'm just so ready for this game, y'all. I'm just so ready for this game. And it's quite. And you know how we always talk about storylines? This is really a storyline because we played Mendoza last year where he was at California. And remember, that was like a last-minute drive game that Cam Ward and Miami had to do in California to even win that game and stay undefeated at the time. So I know he wants his get back. I know he probably like, oh, I got a chance to play Miami. Yeah, this is going to look good for us. But like I think that like how they play Ohio State and how we play Ohio State, I really just give ourselves a chance because we built like them. We are good in the trenches too. So I don't think we're gonna be like pushovers like they did against Alabama and Oregon. But I think it's gonna be a hell of a game. And I think all these playoff games is gonna be phenomenal this weekend.
Yeah, just me being objective. I really think it's going to be. I don't expect a lot of points. I expected because both teams are so strong in the trenches on both sides of the ball. Um, Pretty much like we said earlier, it's really going to come down to quarterback play and is Carson back? Can he make plays and not make
Mm-hmm.
the mistakes?
Mm-hmm.
To keep it real, that's going to come down. That every game this weekend is really coming down to quarterback play and protecting the ball. If we really think about it.
Yeah, these teams are closer matches than a lot of people give them credit for. So
It's only one game that I think has the potential to be a shootout, and that's Rams and the Bears.
yeah, the QB class of 2024 has the potential to do something really crazy this weekend, and that would be OC because back-to-back years of like a QB or multiple QB from that class going to the conference championship games after like 2 years. That's just a lot.
Yeah.
But we will definitely see. We will definitely see.
But yeah, man, I was just speaking, just whatever. But honestly, like I said, I think it's going to be a good game. Um, I think Indiana, they're built well in the trenches. Miami's built well in the trenches. You look at like a lot of teams that are left in the NFL playoffs and the teams that advance in the college football playoff. It's really coming to like O line play and D line play matters too.
Mm-hmm.
Quarterback play in trenches. If you have that, you have a chance.
Yeah. And both coaches, they coaching their ass off too. Like
Yeah.
I had my issue with Cristobal when he first came in, but since that second loss to SMU, he's really been dialing up and he really been getting this team motivated and playing very well since that second loss. And I feel like he's one of the reasons why we made it this far. So it's always good to see a coach like he learned from his mistakes and see development and growth. Because you don't want a coach to be stagnant because that's how you can lose like a locker room. That's how your matches get stale because you're always causing the same mistakes. So, but the way Canetti got them boys up in Indiana, he made a program that nobody thought about into one of the best teams in the country in what 2 years?
Yeah.
That's crazy, man. And I know we always talk about the transfer portal and everything, but look, it's one thing to put the team together and have a so like super team, all star team, whatever on your roster. They still gotta go out there and execute. So
It's all about motivating. A coach can always be, I'm not gonna say a terrible play caller, but he can be a decent play caller. But if you got the confidence and you got the ability to motivate your team, you're always gonna be able to take them far. So it doesn't matter what type of play caller you are. It just matters how you can motivate your guys.
you like how Dante Moore was motivated to come back to school.
Told y'all he ain't all that.
Nah, he didn't want to go to the Jets.
Honestly, that was a smart decision from him. That was a very smart decision.
That was smart his part because he would have been in a shitty situation, but I still don't think he's like that I've seen.
No, he definitely.
Yeah, no.
I put it like this: coming back, I look at the possible QBs that could come back next year. I'm like, I still need to see a lot of improvement for some of these people on this list for next year's QB class. Arch Manning, Dante Moore, Sellers, all the. I still need to see something more because we get to the point in the NFL where it's like your rookie quarterback has to low key carry you to an open window opportunity to go for that championship because the way QBs are getting played now, you're a Pro Bowl or two away where it's like, damn, now I got to pay this man $50-60 million a year, and that's a lot of money, and that kind of upset the
And it's really no time to see the quarterback grow because, and obviously I got to use Bryce as the example for this. Bryce's first 2 years, it was a lot of up and downs. It turned into like, is this guy really good? Like we looking at the other quarterbacks that was in his class, we're looking at other quarterbacks that came before him that were number one picks and everything. The Trevor Lawrence, this is now his second time in the playoffs. CJ Stroud, he's been in the playoffs literally every year since he's been in the league. So it turns into like, was Bryce the guy? And it took him to get to year 3 for us to actually see and understand. And it's still some naysayers. It's still some people that's going to be like, I don't know if he's the guy. So it's no time to allow your quarterback to grow.
I mean, you do, but it also is dependent on you have to build our roster around him too in order for him to be successful. Like in college, you can get away if the QB, putting the team on his back, carrying them to wins and everything. But I will admit, like I did go against it. But NFL, you really have to have the ultimate team to execute because it's 3 different phases. You can only impact so much. You gotta have the pieces. Like you gotta have a good run game. You gotta have a good O line to protect you, and you need some playmakers on the outside, and you also need your defense not to have to put you in a position where you feel like you gotta score 35 points a game just to be in the damn game. So it's a lot, man. I understand it. So, but I wish we are a little bit patient on QBs because, for example, Cam Ward this year, he didn't have like the greatest rookie performances out there, but you can kind of see the talent is there. He's putting in the work ethic. You just need to really build a team around that. So we just have to wait and see. We just have to wait and see, man. But definitely gonna be an exciting weekend of football, man. Can't wait for that. But yeah, y'all. Before we end this episode, we got anything to shout out, anything to say before we conclude?
Josh Allen, I need you to go in and do what the fuck you need to do.
That's it, man.
Lock the fuck in. Like, no disrespect. Don't think about your wife. Don't think about your baby. Your baby is on the field.
Y'all have a potential for the ugliest Super Bowl ever. I just want y'all to know that.
What's that?
Broncos versus the Bears.
Yeah. Oh my freaking god. Damn dog.
Honestly, I don't want to see Denver in the AFC Championship game because Denver versus Houston, it's not going to be a lot of offense.
That's going to be straight up defense.
I don't want to see Denver nowhere near a title game, Super Bowl, none of that. And
I want to see Sean Payton choke again. It's been a while.
Pause.
I don't
Pause.
give a fuck, dude. You can pause it all you want. I'm a stand on this shit. Fuck him. Fuck him.
Oh, snap.
Listeners know what I mean. Streets know what I'm talking about. Fuck him.
Hey man, it's
real quick,
2026, man. What
real
streets you
quick before
talking?
we get off, I want to say something different sport. You know, I was told that, you know, there's a certain player in the NBA that was better than some legends.
Woo. Let me sit up for
Well,
this.
it hasn't been lost on me that ever since he went out, they pretty much maintained their position in
Yeah.
the West. And some of the guys who some of their fans are calling sus been hooping. So I want to shout out Peyton
Yeah.
Watson putting up numbers, averaging like 30 over his last 7 games. And,
Shout
you
out
know,
to the young bull.
so I'm going to say this. If Joker comes back and is whatever, I don't hear any excuses, Denver fans. Y'all are up there in that tier of OKC. So I won't hear any excuses if y'all bow out. Matter of fact, y'all gotta get past Minnesota first, because if y'all play Minnesota,
Woo.
Minnesota is a bad matchup for y'all. But I don't want to hear no excuses, Joker fans.
Hey,
What's the excuse? Jamal Murray's gonna be an all-star this year, so you can't say Joker's gonna play for all-star. I mean, we all know Jamal Murray's an all-star level guard. The West is brutal at the guard position, right? Peyton Watson's hooping, but then when obviously Joker requires a high usage rate that Peyton Watson's gonna be staying in the corner at the time, not doing anything. You know, if Aaron Gordon's healthy, and then some of these other young guys that they've had that have been balling, can't think of the names on the top of my head, but they got some other young guys that have been coming in and doing things. So I don't want to hear it. There's no excuses. Y'all make excuses for this man every single year, bro. Blew a 20-point lead at home in a game 7. Blew a double-digit lead in the Olympics. And I don't give a damn if it was the Avengers. There were NBA players on Serbia as well. This is FIBA ball. It's a different type of ball. I don't want to hear the excuses, bro. And then last year, you had a chance to go up 3-1 at home, and you blew it in the fourth quarter. You was a no-show. Oklahoma City ends up winning that series. I don't want to hear it, bro. I know this is a football-heavy episode, but, you know, ball is life, and I got to get my shit out, bro. Joker stands, I'm watching y'all. See how y'all react when he comes back.
Talk your
Y'all on
shit.
that
Talk it.
bullshit, I'm calling you out, bro, because y'all some nerds that don't know ball, bro.
I'm gonna be
Talk
real
your
with you.
shit. Talk your shit.
That whole facilitating thing, to honestly right now to me, it's looking like it's looking like scheme. It's looking like that's what the coach put in place, because we've seen what Jamal Murray has been able to do since Joker has
Yeah,
been out.
17 assists, like
I think
15
it was like
assists.
17, 16, 17, 15. He's been
Noticed it.
distributing the ball perfectly.
Interesting.
I mean, hey, I just follow the stats. And remember, those Joker fans, they stat people. They stat people. So when we
They are
say,
indeed stat people.
they said
And
follow the stats.
analytics.
Yeah. I mean, I'm looking at analytics. Analytics is lining up that is seeming like this is scheme to me.
Denver's currently up 4 on the Dallas Mavericks right now. Just for people viewing right now, that's what's happening live as we speak. Oh, look, oh, they got it. Oh, no. Okay, Dallas scored. My bad.
And
But
then
yeah,
I
man.
don't want to hear the excuse that they were playing Tucker. They went to Philadelphia and won in a crazy game. Then they went into Boston and won. So it's not like they're beating trash
Bad
cans. You know,
team.
they're beating good quality teams. You know, teams that are like top 4 or 5 in the East. Like, so I don't want to hear it, man. They've gone on the road and beat some pretty good teams. When people thought they would fall off a cliff, like there's talk of Denver just trying to hold on for the play-in. So the fact that they kind of maintain their positioning in the West, um, I gotta give credit to their coach, man, and also
Yeah.
some of the other guys on their roster.
Yeah. Yeah, man. We don't want to hear the excuses. This is a no excuses podcast. So shout out to the young bulls out there. You know, hopefully it works out for them when it's
Overall,
money ball.
it's fuck that team. Fuck that city.
I realize I got beef with that whole shit. Damn. Yeah.
I don't even
Yeah.
like the Rockies. I hate the Rockies, the Nuggets. Y'all already know about the Broncos.
And there it go, folks. Denver ain't been popping since Melo left.
Real.
Oh shit. But all right, y'all. Dave couldn't join us this week. Our resident doctor was out of the office this week. But if he was here, he'd be like, "Hey man, y'all know what to do. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you got something to say, go in these comments. Let us know how y'all feel about these takes. If y'all like it, that's cool. If y'all don't, fuck y'all. But we fuck with y'all, man. It's all good, man. If we don't agree, we don't agree. We ain't gonna get sensitive about it. It is what it is.
Like,
If you want the opportunity to come on this show and talk to us and tell us how you feel, let us know, man. We'll send you the link, man. We like to talk to the people, man. We ain't ducking no smoke from nobody. We don't give a fuck who you are. So it is what it is. What it's coming to that, man. But as always, shout out to the bros, man. Shout out to my boy C Note. Shout out to my boy T. Shout out to 910's finest BT. Again, be on lookout. Code finna drop soon, y'all. Y'all be prepared, man.
Oh, I got one.
Go ahead.
I keep receipts, man. So all y'all niggas who was talking shit in 2024, got the receipts. I better not hear nothing, bro.
yeah. Charge me up, nigga. Charge me up.
And DJ Academics, bro, your bitch ass need to be on the treadmill somewhere, bro. Your fat ass, bro. Like, bro, what is you doing? You beefing with a treadmill right now because you're not getting no cardio in. Because your weight tells it all. Look at your face, bro. If you need a trainer, pay me. I'll get you right, bro. Because right now you're looking unhealthy, bro.
Yeah.
Okay? So
Shameless plug.
stop all that talking and get on the treadmill, bro. That's it. Show a bitch ass. Fuck you, nigga.
Yeah.
And come to the bill too. I'll take you somewhere. Come to the bill. You know what I'm saying?
I got negative. Oh, I got negative in here.
Fuck that nigga,
Oh, I got real negative in here.
One thing DJ Academics lives is a Big Mac.
That's it.
Yeah.
That nigga allergic to cardio. Fuck out of here, hoe ass nigga. All right, I'm done.
Fucking drunk.
I'm in a chipmunk head looking ass nigga.
Like in these
Yeah.
young
Hey, it's
Arrest that
look,
nigga,
man.
bro. Arrest that nigga,
It's
dog.
something weird about people in that camp and people who associate with that camp. And you know what camp I'm talking about.
Yep. The
Oh,
Rico
yeah.
camp. The Rico camp.
Mm. Mm.
I know you're talking about that. I know we ain't talking about that camp.
I sue you.
Ice Man, that one should be called Bot Man.
Nah, I'm gonna let him cook, bro. What you gotta say, bro? I'm gonna let him cook, bro. Cause if you watch Top Gun, you know what happened to Iceman in those two movies. So we'll see how he act.
Yeah.
Yep.
We'll see how he act. I promise you. And I understand people think, and they should. They have the right to talk about Drake, but I need y'all to know that man cannot come up with that BS with this new album. He cannot. He cannot. Not after what happened to him. He cannot. He better get locked in like he was on Take Care. Nothing was to sing. If you reading this is too late, he better lock in that mode. I promise you, he better go back to that.
The Weeknd ain't writing his shit no more, bro.
Damn it, man.
This the shit I
Him,
love.
him and what's the other dude's name? The one they jumps. they jump that nigga.
Damn.
Quite really,
Yeah.
yeah. Imagine you trying to prop up this nigga and he let you out to dry and get stomped on by the damn city of Philly, bruh. Nasty agenda, nasty work, Aubrey. Nasty ass work for that.
Mm.
Couldn't be
I'm gonna
me,
be real.
man.
I'm gonna be real with y'all, bro. I think he about to go. Whatever he has for that album, I think he about to scrap it, bro, because it's too much heat. And ASAP just clowned the shit out of him,
Yeah.
in a little
Oh
leak
yeah,
track.
ASAP dropping this week.
You know, ASAP gonna talk some shit.
Oh shit.
He got to defend his wife, so
He got what Drake would never could get. Damn.
Nigga got what I never could get. I'm pissed too.
I know.
Yeah.
Fuck ASAP Rock. Fuck that nigga, man.
Facts.
I'm hating. I don't give a fuck.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
Yeah, I just done got pissed. All right, we gotta wrap this up, man.
yeah.
But shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to everyone that views this joint, man. All right, y'all. We had a lot of fun for y'all. Thanks for sticking with us, for real, for real. But yeah, this is Assassin 4, man, and we out. Peace.